peeps, how's it going? Hello Claudio, thank you, and Catigan, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. What a way to start the stream. Thank you very much. I know you can't stay, but have a good night. And thank you again for the donation. Yes, I will be using Catsip, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to use slots or dice, but seeing as you've donated for me to gamble, I will gamble. So here we are. Nice transition. Cheers, Catigan. All the credit has got to go to Emma, I'm afraid. So yeah, we're going for the kill now. Because I don't want to stream too late tonight, and we're close to the end. So I've got myself all set up. I've got, I've got people's ultimate weapons. I've got everyone's final limit break. Oh yeah, we're using, as you can see in the sweet overlay that Emma made. You can see that we're going to be using Cloud, Cat-Sith, for the first time ever, and Sid. It's going to be the first time ever. We're going to jump straight in now. But yeah, it's going to be the first time I've ever beaten Sephiroth with Cat-Sith, and probably the longest time I've ever spent using. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know, Claudio and Catigan. Right, I'm gonna turn it down, deafen you all, and then let me know if that's cool. Oh, don't want to blow anyone's ears out. You probably couldn't even hear what I was saying then if the music was dead loud. Damn it. We're going in to basically end the game. We used Cat-Sith for the first time ever, as per Emma's request. We've reached Midgar. I absolutely love this music. This kind of final music. It's so good. Even if we get there, Midgar's under martial law. There'll be no way we could slip into the slums. Looks like all transportation from the slums is cut off. A bit up? Okay. Right, there we go. Tell me what you think now. Hey, what do you think? What do you think we have Highwind for? Where are we now? Where are we? Plans no go, we'll go by air. Okay then, we'll parachute into Midgar. I remember thinking this was like proper epic. Just like the whole crew parachuting in. Commandos. Such a cool scene. Having kind of replayed this now again for the millionth time, kind of ahead of the remake, it's just reminded me how many big major set pieces there are. The whole rescue and Tifa, this, the bombing of all the reactors, the destruction of Sector 7. There's too many to mention, but there's so many big, huge moments that are going to be so cool to see in the remake. Choose from the members below. Change your party members? No, I don't want to change my party members. Leave it as it is, yes. Here we go. Geronimo! I hope we've got a parachute big enough for Cat-Sith. Don't jump! Look at that meteor looming in the sky. I always thought it was crazy as well, Red 13. I don't know. Just seems a bit weird seeing a dog parachuting. The music is so epic. One final mission. See you guys, Moldy. I'll leave everything in your capable hands. What about me? No, I probably will need Moldy's help. I'll be fine. Heidegger's going after you all. That's why it's dangerous out there. Let's go underground. Let's do it. Ooh, one thing you do need to guide me on, though. I know, I'm not going to save it. One thing you do need to guide me on is how to find whereabouts, like when we get closer, to tell me where Cat Sith's ultimate weapon is. Because I never use them, so I never even bother collecting it. This is where we go in. Please, hurry to the Mako Cannon. Alright, will do. Oh, isn't this where we get, or where we can get W item? I think. Oh my god, I think it is. Or is it, maybe I've missed the chance to get W item. Hello? Yeah, I mean, I play this too often, Catagon. But I think the last time I played it, but I always forget. There's always something I forget. But I think the last time I played it was about 12 months ago. Bam, bam. Yeah, oh yeah, that reminds me. I am using, as you can see, I am using everyone's smash. I'm using everyone's ultimate weapons. It does mean that they won't get any materia growth, but I figured at this point, I've got all the materia that I really want. I don't think I need... I've got a bunch of maxed out alls. I've got ultimate. I've got... Yeah, I've got like my HP pluses and my MP pluses in pretty good shape. I don't really need the AP anymore. So I'm happy to... I'd rather have like a big, massive, meaty weapon and just not get the growth. And I still get growth on my armor slots, just not on my weapon slots. As soon as you hit the tunnel, go towards the cameras. Yeah, I thought so. Boom, boom, boom. God, it's a monster. Get it on launch. It's not episodic as much as they are. Should I get the remake? Oh, I would totally get it on launch. I mean, it is your decision, but but I'll be getting it day one, and that's kind of quite unusual for me. It's very rare that I buy games day one. But my God, I was saying to the guys in the Discord that my Sid is set up to be an absolute beast. So I'll get back to that Final Fantasy VII Remake question in 2 secs. But basically, I've got... he's got cover on, so he kind of jumps in front of people when they get hurt. And so that means he gets hurt more often than most. And so I've got counter attack on him, so he takes all the hits. But then every time, well, not all of them, but he takes a lot of them. But every time he takes a hit, he gives one, almost always, he gives one back because he's got counter attack on. And on top of that, he's got double cut on. Oh, what? Okay, that guy must have done something that just one-shotted Sid. That was nasty. I don't know what that was. I'll have to bring him back to life. Thankfully, I am pretty stocked up on the Phoenix Downs, because I still haven't got... I never bother with... Ooh, Starlight Phone. It's got to be a slight upgrade, hasn't it, for... In fact, it might actually be an upgrade. Ooh. Wow, it's a pretty monstrous upgrade. It's like double his attack damage and way more slots. I haven't got many weapons for Cat Sith, to be honest, so it's probably not that hard to get an upgrade for him. I don't really... I mean, maybe give him sense or something, but I don't think there's much I really want to add that he hasn't already got. Nah, I'll leave it. Still, way more damage. I totally forgot what I was saying. So instead, I'll go back to your question about the remake. Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, they are like standalone games. Even though it's one kind of overall story, it's, in terms of the size of the game, it's going to be like a full-size RPG. In the same way, I mean, that the way I've kind of heard it described, which sounds good to me. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, but hello, Wang. The way I've heard it described is almost like Final Fantasy 13, where 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns are all they're 3 different games, but they're all within the same series, and they're, you know, full-size 50-hour RPGs, aren't kind of in their own right. So I kind of think it's going to be like that. Wouldn't there be a release later with all the parts? There might be. Well, there will be a release later with all the parts, I'm sure. But if you want to get all the parts together, I'm guessing you're not going to get it. Like, seriously, you'll be waiting 5 years before they all come out, I reckon. And 5 years is probably optimistic. Maybe 5 years is about the right ballpark. So yeah, if you wanted to play them all in one go, for a start, you're probably waiting 5 years, so you'd have to wait 5 years before you got to play it. And secondly, you kind of, I mean, do you really want to sit down and then, because when you get, obviously they're all going to be individual 50-hour games or whatever. If you do get them all together, do you really want to then sit down and think, right, I've got this 300-hour long game to play now? So, I don't know. I think it just break, like, it's almost, if they're going to make it enormous, it's almost a good thing that it's in parts. Leave this to me. Hurry to the cannon. I'm on it, Barrett. Don't you worry. I don't even, do you know what? I literally, I don't even know why I'm getting W item, because I probably won't even bother using it. I know you can use it for the trick, but apart from, I mean, I'm already strong. I don't need to do anything too cheesy. I mean, I could go get like an absolute ton of hero drinks, and that would just make the game a joke. Hello, Red. Can you go back past Barrett to try to left path to get back to Oh, okay. So from Barrett, head to the left. Okay. There we go. Yoink. I mean, I guess I'll equip it, because why not? I've got the slots for it. Actually, you know what? I can't even... What is the Oh, okay. I was going to say I can't even remember what the purpose is of W item, because I'm so used to kind of just using it for the purposes of the exploits that I couldn't remember what the actual genuine purpose is. But of course, the purpose is to use 2 items in one turn. That's a good question, Wang, and I have no idea. It's something that I don't know. Like, it's interesting because there's pros and cons to both ways of doing it. I understand that they don't want, if they carry everything over, and especially because there might be like a year in between. Where's Barrett? Oh no! Did I miss the way to go left? I don't know if it's the first exit past Barrett, but it's definitely to the left at some point. Okay, I'll go back. And I'll just switch the encounter rate off just so I can run back quick. We're Turks, Elena. Yes, sir, you're right. Come on, we got work to do. Not really up for it, but our orders to seek you out and kill. Our company may be in turmoil, but an order's an order. Oh, come on, you don't even know. You know you're not even doing the right thing. Hello, Stephen. That's the spirit of the Turks. Believe it. You're here for the end, Stephen. Going all the way tonight, and it's not going to take, fingers crossed, that long. Bum, bum, bum. 2 times cut. Get a bit of bolt on the go. Definitely after the Turks. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so there's pros and cons. Obviously, if they allow you to carry everything over, then some people are gonna get to like level 99 after chapter 1, and then they'll get to chapter 2 and it's like, okay, well, you know, everything is super easy now. I don't even know what else to use. What, the second item? Let's give him a high potion, I guess. Don't know. Didn't really need to use 2 items. Oh, no. Damn it. Okay, Phoenix down and high potion. Yeah, so if they carry everything over, then it allows you to... Oh my god. Oh no. This is so bad. That is the downside to having OP characters. When they get confused, they they unleash havoc. Right, come on. Come on, Cloud. There we go. Okay, come on, let's just whip out the big... Oh my god, okay. Forget it. No! No! Right, there we go. Phoenix down. Oh my god. Let's bring Catsith back, because he can do cure and stuff. Catsith, cure 3. Oh, come on! Yeah, so if you can carry everything over, do you know what? Screw it. Have a high wind. See how you like some of that. Stupid text. Yeah, so if you can carry everything over, then you could be able to, like, you know, take a level 99 character into chapter 2, which would be a bit stupid, I think. It'd be unnecessary. Like, it'd just be too OP. And it would kind of ruin the difficulty of the rest of the game. But people are going to do what they want to do, I suppose. So yeah, so you could introduce some level caps. So say like... This is absurd. What is going on? I've never, ever, ever struggled with this fight in my life. What is going on? Right. I can't blow all... Attacks all opponents. Just give him one of these. This should finish them, I think. Yeah, that hurts. Oh my god, what is going on? I feel like my game's been hacked. Ever since I started streaming this, it's gone completely wrong. Like, every fight that I have just, like, absolutely breezed past has become some absurd trial. Oh, lovely. I'm confused, so I just Phoenix downed. Rude? I can't even remember which one's which. Bum, ba-dum. Have some of that, boyo. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so they can't. So they don't want to let you carry that over, but at the same time, they could introduce some kind of level cap where they say, okay, well, in chapter 1 you're only allowed to get up to level 25, but then what are they going to do about materia? Because we know it's got materia, and we know that you can level up materia like the old days. So how are they going to get around that? Are they going to say, tell you what, looks like I'm going to need to go buy some more Phoenix Downs at some point. Didn't expect to use about 50 in the first fight. Yeah, so they could say, oh, you can only get up to level 20, but then what are they going to do about materia? Are they going to... And then not only just what level you get your materia up to, but what are they going to do about keeping hold of your materia? Like, are they going to... Because, you know, because in Final Fantasy VII, it's up to you what materia you get. Some of it's hidden around the place. Some of the summons are missable. Although they'll probably make it now. The way games are these days, they'll probably make it so that none of the summons are missable. But yeah, so you've got, you know, but there's all kinds of materia that's kind of hidden, or materia that's in certain shops that you know, it's optional to buy, but you don't have to. And it's like, what if you buy it in part 1? Are they going to take it off you in part 2? Like, or, you know, or are they going to start you in part 2 with everything? Oh, I went to the left. I went to the left, and we're not in Shinra headquarters, Moldy. Do you think it's fair? Do you think I should go back? Or is it this way? Maybe it's to the right. I'll keep going, and you tell me what you think, Moldy. I'm all right. Go to the cannon. Because to the left was like out of the thingy, wasn't it? Which is where you fight Proud Blood. Maybe it's this way? There we go. This is it, I think. That music. Doof, doof, doof. No, no. The sister's ray is not this way. Shut up, Katza. Oh, actually, can I just go in the front building? It's in the room with the lockers. It's on the 60-something floor, isn't it? Thank God for 3 times speed. That's all I can say. There's also the world map. That'll have to be heavily restricted with areas. Yeah, exactly. They'll have to, like, literally close areas off. Although I suppose they could... I mean, the first part is going to be, as far as I'm aware, just kind of getting to the point where you escape Midgar. So you'd only actually see the world map in part 2. Which, you know, God knows when that'll be. But I would hope that they're kind of... I mean, I keep saying this, maybe I'm just overly optimistic, but in my head, my thought is like, well, okay, I'll go with 64, because I've got a feeling, and then, so we're looking for lockers. Oh, there we go. And you said, did you say, I can't remember if you mentioned, okay, you don't know which one it's in. Are they all locked? Presumably some of them aren't. Hey! HP shouts! Boom! Okay. Presumably it's got less slots. It's actually, no, it's pretty much the same. It's actually not that much stronger than the Starlight phone that I just found. I mean, it's, you know, it's better, I'll take it. But it's not that much better. I'm quite shocked. Who'd have known that he's got another weapon out there that's kind of almost as good as his ultimate? Yeah, so it's hard to, like, I think, yeah, so they're either going to take materia off you, or they're either going to take materia off you, or they're going to give you materia that you didn't have in the first one, or whatever, or maybe they'll let you carry it over. I hope that they let you carry it over, but then, as someone else, I think it was Claudio, said, wouldn't it be boring if you're going to spend a whole 50-hour RPG? Don't think it increases damage based on how much HP he has. Oh, don't forget it. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I mean, I guess that's why it's called HP Shout. Might as well top up everyone's HP then. We are about to head into a boss fight. Hey, you serious? No way! I didn't know they completed it! Boof, boof. Yeah, the best way I could see them doing it is... Oh, no, yeah, it's tough, because... Ah, here they come! So they really showed up. This is a proper mammoth of a machine, this is. I mean, imagine this in the remake. It's humongous. You sure treated us like dogs till now. You killed many of my precious soldiers. Ah, but let's see how you do against anti-weapon military. You guys are worthless, but my proud creation is great. I always thought, are they like sat inside it? I mean, does that mean that when we defeat this boss, they die? It's never really covered. I mean, I'm sure they'll cover it in the remake. I'll show you the destructive power of the proud Clod. Same as Cloud's ultimate weapon and Sid's ultimate weapon. It's the same based on how much MP he has. Okay. Ah, okay. So that's why... That's why they're doing such crazy damage then. Let's give him a little meteor rain. I love this music so much. It's one of my favorite bits from the whole soundtrack, and there's a lot to choose from. Yeah, so the other side of it is, well, if they just cap it all and say, okay, well, you're allowed to You're allowed to do whatever you like, but you're not allowed to get your materia past this certain level, and you're not allowed to get your characters past this certain level. If they do that, then... Actually, let's whack on a bit of big guard. Let's not have another disaster going on. Yeah, if they do that, that could solve the problem, but the flip side of it is, as Claudio mentioned, that would mean you'd play like a 50-hour RPG where everyone's just using fire, like fire level 1, and you never get to see, you know, like fire 2 or Fira, and you never get to see fire 3 or fire Aga, because technically it's like the early stages of the game, so you only get the early magics. The Ragnarok. Have some of that, boy. Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, if they cap what your materia growth, then they're gonna mean that the whole of the first game you've only got crappy magic, and that's boring. People want to have Ultima and Comet and like amazing summons, but if you keep it true to the game, in Midgar you haven't really got very much magic. No way! This is the Proud Clod? Hello, DJK. How's it going? Whoa! Yeah, it's tough. It's like they're gonna either like block off all the best magic in the game, or you've got Ultimate in part 1, and then you start part 2, and they're like, no, we've taken Ultima off you now. You're back to having just fire. Or it's like, how the hell do you balance that? I don't know. We don't have any time. Just get on with it. Wise words. Bloop, bloop. Oh, Mistile. Isn't that... I can't remember what they do. Don't they have some... I bet you Moldy knows. I'm sure they have some, like, weird effect. Like, don't they make it your... Don't they mean that your, like, chances of dodging stuff are, like, super high? Something like that. Bang, bang, bang. I have no idea yet, to be honest, Catkin. I'm really torn. Oh no, I've just realised we're not going to get Barrett's ultimate weapon. If we were really that bothered, we could use the save point down there to use the PHS, put him in my team and get it. Oh, hang on, no. It's not this staircase, is it? There's a certain staircase where you get Barrett's ultimate weapon, but I don't think it's this one. Damn, Hojo. Oh, of course, yeah. This is like... Oh, it is this one. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Barrett's ultimate weapon is on the staircase, but it only shows up if he's in your team. But I'm not going to use him anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I like Vincent. Except for his limit breaks. Hojo, stop right there. Oh, the failure. At least remember my name. It's Cloud. Every time I see you, it pains me that I had so little scientific sense. I saw you as a failed project. You're the one that had succeeded as a Sephiroth clone. I'm even beginning to hate myself. None of that matters. Just stop this nonsense. It isn't just Cerberus by any chance, is it, Moldy? Nonsense? Oh, this? Ah! Sephiroth seems to be counting on the energy, so I'm going to lend him a hand. Why? Why do that? Quit asking me why, you moron. Actually, you might make a good scientist. Energy level is at 83%. It's taking too long. My son needs power and help. It's the only reason. Your son? Ah, but he doesn't know it. What will Sephiroth think when he finds out I'm his father? He always looks down on me. Sephiroth's your son? Ah, I offered the woman with my child Professor Gast's Genova project. When Sephiroth was still in her womb, we took Genova cells. Can't believe you're the one who did this. Illusionary crime against Sephiroth. No, you're wrong. It's my desire as a scientist. I was defeated by my drive to become a scientist. I lost the last time too. I've injected Genova cells into my own body. Here are the results. You're ready, peeps. It's a fun boss fight, this. Although I'm gonna crush him now. Mwah! If I remember rightly, because there's 3 phases. The first 2 are pretty easy, and then I think it's the 3rd one. I always remember one of them being a bit annoying. Wow, he's bringing his buddies along. I don't even waste my time. I'm not wasting my time on those guys. I mean, if I've got like, you know, I'll attack them if I'm doing like ultimate or whatever, and I'm doing some kind of, you know, multi-person spell or whatever. But what on earth? Why? Okay, he's dead. Well, he's not dead. His phase 1 is dead. Man, that was. I am a bit strong. I am definitely stronger than I realized I was. There's definitely no cause for me to go and get hero drinks. Although this does make me wonder, how the hell did I have so much trouble with the Turks in that tunnel? The Turks absolutely battered me. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. Stinking RNG. Maybe just have to scale it the same way as this game. Like, you could grind out 99, but you're only going to get like 50 XP per fight. Well, as in, like, so you could get to level 99, but it would just take you like an insanely long amount of time to do it. So much so that only the absolute loonies would do it. Get down, Hojo! You don't mess with Sid. So yeah, Sid has got I think I started explaining this at the start and then kind of got distracted. Sid has currently got cover on, so he takes most of the hits, and he's got counter attack, so he counter attacks when he takes all those hits, and he's got double two times cut on. So I think that means that he counter attacks twice, I believe. Moldy can confirm that, but I think when you counter attack with 2 times cut on, you still do 2 counter attacks. I think. Moldy'll know. I'm aware of this game, but never saw gameplay of it before. Oh, you mean Cerberus? I was gonna say, no one's not seen gameplay of Final Fantasy VII. Not on this planet. Ooh. Damn! So glad you came. Did the wrong voice. Ooh, I should probably put my headphone on. Let's do this. See you later, Hojo. At least I haven't got Knights of the Round. That couldn't make it any more of a joke. Shinra's finished. Meteor's gonna fall in about 7 more days. That's what Grandfather said. At 13? You want to see everyone in Cosmo Canyon again? Yes. You want to see Marlene, right? Don't ask me that. We'll beat Sephiroth. Then if we don't release the power of Holy in 7 days, there won't be a planet left to protect. If we can't beat Sephiroth, it's as good as death for us. We'll just go a few days sooner than the rest. He'll die from Meteor. Don't think you're gonna lose the fight before you even fight. No. What I meant was, what are we all fighting for? I want us to all understand that. Save the planet, for the future of the planet? Sure, that's all fine. But really, is that how it is? For me, this is a personal feud, and I want to beat Sephiroth to settle my past. Saving the planet just happens to be part of that. I mean, talk about, like, you know, I mean, at least he's honest, but basically saying, you know, I'm not here to save the planet, I'm just trying to settle a score. I've been thinking. I think we're all fighting for ourselves. For ourselves and for that someone, something, whatever it is, that's important to us. That's what we're fighting for. And that's why we keep up this battle for the planet. You're right. Sounds cool saying it's for the planet, but I was the one who blew up the macro reactor. Looking back on it now, I can see that wasn't the right way to do things. I made a lot of friends and innocent bystanders suffer. First, it was revenge against Shinra for attacking my town. But now, yeah, I'm fighting for Marlene. For Marlene's future. Yeah, I guess I want to save the planet for Marlene's sake. Go and see her. Make sure you're right, and come back. All of you, get off the ship and find out your reasons for yourselves. I want you to make sure, and then I want you to come back. Maybe ain't none of us will come back. Meteor's gonna kill us all anyway. Let's just forget any useless struggling. I know why I'm fighting. I'm fighting to save the planet, and that's that. But besides that, there's something personal too. A very personal memory that I have. What about you all? I want all of you to find that something within yourselves. If you don't find it, that's okay too. Can't fight without a reason, right? So I won't hold it against you if you don't come back. I always thought this was really cool. He's like, it's like a chance to, say to everyone, have a good think about it. Do you really want to do this? If you don't, no worries. Although, as he just said, if we don't beat Sephiroth, the world's going to end in 7 days. So, it's not much of a choice. What are you going to do, Tifa? Did you forget? I'm all alone. I don't have anywhere to go. If Rude's AI decides to attack Tifa, then his attack's aborted. Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's nice. I didn't know that. Armorville with the knowledge. Everyone's gone. Yeah. Don't have anywhere to go, or anyone to go home to. You're right. But I'm sure someday they'll come back, don't you think? I wonder. Everyone has something irreplaceable they're holding on to. But this time, our opponent... Oh, thanks for reminding me, Armorville, that they're in the front row, because I put, just before I started playing, I put the long range materia on Cat Sith, so he should be in the back row. I forgot to put him there. Well, that's alright. If no one comes back, as long as we're together. With you by my side, I'll never give up no matter how bad it gets. Yeah, you would. to be our age and have not seen or played Final Fantasy VII, you would have had to have lived under a rock. Tifa? No matter how close we are now, we were far apart before, but when we were in the live stream, surrounded by all those screams of anguish, I thought I heard your voice. You probably don't remember this, but deep in my heart, I heard you calling my name. Or at least I thought I did. I see. I think I've heard it too. Then, it was Tifa's voice. Cloud, do you think the stars can hear us? Do you think they see how hard we're fighting for them? I don't know, but whether they can or not, we still have to do what we can and believe in ourselves. I'll find the answer someday, as long as I keep trying. Yes, that's right. It's only when you see when you see them this up close, you realise what their hands look like. We've got a big battle tomorrow. Better get some sleep. I guess you're right. It's funny, it was Emma that pointed out to me when I did a Let's Play of Final Fantasy IX. Emma pointed out that every single character in Final Fantasy IX is wearing gloves. And they obviously, they after the shenanigans of 7, they obviously realised that we haven't got the capability to do good hands. So instead, we're just going to put gloves on them all. It's almost dawn. Huh? Do they do the do? Habaneros, man. Morning, Tifa. It's almost dawn. It's because Rude likes that. Good morning, Cloud. Just a little longer. A little bit longer. This day'll never come again, so let me have this moment. Hey, Penry. Talk about timing, man. We are going into the final dungeon. Everyone's ditched us. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's go. I'm doing good, doing good. Where are you from, Thomas? Just playing my all-time favorite game and about to head into the final dungeon and face the final boss. I'm guessing you're a fan. So did we swing you, Catagon? Did we change your mind? Are you gonna? What's the plan? Are you gonna? Do you reckon you'll get the remake on day one, or? I'm not pressing you. I'm not. I'm not getting a cut. We better go. But I still, like, I almost never buy games day one because I just don't like paying, especially on PlayStation, because it's kind of like, if a game's 50 quid on day one on PlayStation, you can guarantee in a few months it'll be 30 and then 25 and 20 and 6 months, 12 months, and it'll be on bloody PS Plus for free. So it's just like, I would only buy a game on day one if it was like something like Final Fantasy Remake, where I kind of had to I can't wait to play it longer. It'll be alright, Tifa. At least we don't have to go on alone. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can guess I'm from the UK, so it's like nearly 11 o'clock at night for me. But I'll probably finish this. I reckon we'll finish this by about midnight for me, so like a little bit more than an hour or something. Yes, that's right. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. I just started Detroit Become Human. I don't know if you're into that. I literally uploaded the first episode yesterday. Okay, let's go. I've never played it before, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And obviously I'm in the middle of Final Fantasy 12, which is a bit of a beast. Again, I've never played it before, but like, I'm proper loving that. That is a quality game. This airship's too big for just the two of us. Yeah, it's a little lonely without everyone. Get that sweet, sweet square money for being a shill scout. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'll make a big enough ruckus for everyone. PS5 will be getting it, right? Episode 2 will definitely... I would guess that Episode 2 would be PS5, which kind of... It forces all Final Fantasy 7 fans to get a PS5, doesn't it? They're not stupid. Besides, I'm the pilot. No more flying around casually like before. We won't have time to feel lonely. No more time for flying around at all. Going into the North Cave, dude. Huh? It's moving. What's going on, I wonder? Cat Sith? Hey! That music! Barrett? Sid? Oh, is that okay with you? At 13? Why didn't you tell me? But, you know, Sid. Hey, Red 13. If you butt in now, you never know what they'll say later. Were you listening? Oof. Vincent. How long have they been here? Why such a puzzled look? Don't you want me to come? He's a very strange character, Vincent, isn't he? He's always like... He's really like distant compared to even like Grumpy Sid and... I know what it is, Steven. See you later, dude. Have a good one. Like, even Sid's a bit grumpy, but he's involved. And Red's a bit weird, but he's involved. And even Yuffie, who's just like a thief. A scumbag. But I love her. But even she's quite involved. But like Vincent is so like distant and away from everyone else. No, it's just that you're always so cool to what's happening. I thought you didn't care. Cool? I guess that's just how I am. Sorry. Episode 2 will be on all Xbox, PS5 and PC. Yeah, it probably will be. If they're doing the timed exclusive thing with the first one, then they'll probably do the same with the second one, but obviously you'll have to wait a year or whatever to get it. Well, looky here, the Shinra manager's come back.
Excuse me, but I wanted to come with the main group, but I couldn't get away. So some people in Midgard took me in. I know I have a stuffed animal body, but I'll work really hard.
Damn straight you will. For once, I'm bringing you in the team for the final mission.
Guess that's everyone.
Not quite.
Yuffie's missing. She ain't gonna show up. At least this time she didn't steal our materia. Thank God for that.
There's a Wu-Tai reference there, even though we didn't do Wu-Tai. Nice that they put that in.
How could you say that? After I came this far with you, even with my air sickness, I didn't go through all that just to have you guys have the best parts all to yourselves.
Welcome back, Yuffie.
Gee, Cloud, that's so nice of you to say that. You sick or something? Well, whatever. I'm gonna be in my reserved seat in the hall, waiting.
I like Yuffie. I'm looking forward to get her, because some of them, you know, could have a much bigger role in the remake. Thanks, everyone.
Didn't come back for your spiky-headed ass. Came back for Marlene. Guess it's just my feelings or something. I ain't got no words now.
Ah, Eris's music. Although she's not here, she left us a window of opportunity.
Can't let it go like this.
Eris. She was smiling to the end. Can't just let it end with that smile.
You have to do something.
Let's all go together. Memories of Eris. Although she should have returned to the planet by now, something stopped her, and now she's stuck. Gotta let go of Eris's memory.
Did anyone here change their mind?
Counting on you, Sid.
Yeah. These two levers have been bugging me for a while. Let me try them out. Alright, so what should I do? You decide, Cloud.
This is our last battle. Our target's the North Cave.
Our enemy is Sephiroth. So let's move out.
Hello, Rebel Scum! Spending years watching a lot of Japanese TV films, they're obsessed with personalities and people being defined by their personality. Oh, he's a fool, the mystery guy, the hard worker. Yeah, they like to put people into, like, neat categories. They're into, like, slots, don't they? Because I play as Reeve. At what at the very end, you mean, or?
Almost to the North Cave. We're on our way, Sephiroth. Man, I'm gonna stick it to him.
You are, Sid. You are, because you're coming.
What is it, Sid? It's an incredible force. Losing control. Get the hell out of here, flunkies. Didn't I tell you all to go home?
Yes, sir, but this is our home.
Oh, man, stop acting so cool. Alright, you jokers. Hold me down with everything you got. Geronimo!
You're here for the best bit, scum.
Well, not the best bit, but the,
I guess the most important bit. If here at the end Reeve comes back instead of the cat. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yes, we will save at the end of disc. It's so weird that disc 3 is so short. But I know a lot of people say, oh, well, disc 3, you can still do all the side missions and all that stuff. But my understanding was that they just, like, it's kind of unfinished, the game. Which is fine, you know. It's not like the game was small for the time. The game was still huge for the time. But my understanding was they didn't quite get to do as much as they would have liked to do. Looks like we can only slide down. Alright, let's go. Don't worry, there is a way to get back out. Well, I'll be streaming until I beat the game, scum. But there's only about an hour left of the game, so I mean, to be honest, it might not even be an hour. So I expect I won't be streaming for much more than an hour max. Just until we beat the end game boss. And by the way, news for everyone who wasn't, you know, if you don't follow me on Twitter or you're not in the Discord and all that stuff where I kind of make the announcements, The next game, I was kind of not sure. I knew that tonight was going to be the final stream of Final Fantasy VII, and I wasn't sure what we were going to do next week. And I've decided now that we're going to do God of War. That is in like the... I've got it here, actually. That one on the PS4. Never played it before, or at least I have. Well, I played the first couple of hours when I first got it about 18 months ago, and then I got distracted. I think I can't remember what it was. I think maybe I got Breath of the Wild or something. Whatever it was, something happened and I got distracted, and I went away and started playing something else, and I just never went back to it. So I've only seen the first couple of hours. But yeah, I've heard it's amazing. Like, I really enjoyed it for what I played. The story was good. It looks amazing. Combat's really fun. Nothing too puzzling in the puzzly department. They wanted to do a new threat type of thing where you had to do side quests to get final limits on weapons, but it never happens. Oh, I mean, this is only like a Armorville. This is only like a rumor that I've heard about it potentially being unfinished. I don't know how true it is. Then everyone moans about that. Everyone says loads of things are unfinished. I think it's just a good excuse to just moan and say I don't like something, and say, oh well, maybe it wasn't finished. Is that materia in the wall there? Can I get that? I mean, not like I particularly need it or want it or whatever. That looked like there was like a piece of materia like up in the air above my head. Nomura's come out and said that he wanted to do more. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose they were... It's like any big game, isn't it? They, like, especially if you're, like, a lot of game devs are going to have these big, grand ideas, and they're going to end, but there's some kind of, you know, there's some money guy behind them going, look, we need to get it out for this date. You know, we're trying to, I know it's your dream, but we're trying to make money here. It is that you can get it from the upper platform. Oh, okay. Magic counter, oh really? I probably should go back and grab that, to be honest. Although, like, I need the help. Yeah, I mean, it could be that, yeah, the ending things take up a lot. I mean, it could also be that, so how the hell do I get this? Ah! Hey, oh no, it's HP absorb. What does that... Moldy? I bet you know. What does that do? I mean, I know it sounds fairly self-explanatory, but there, you know, there's often like a very specific rules. In fact, it might say, mightn't it? It might just say what it does. Maybe it's like, oh, attacks with a paired materia and absorbs HP at the same time. Okay, so if I attach it to, say, Ultima, then it would do Ultima and heal me at the same time. I'm not sure I really have anything that I want to link it to. Yeah, go on, let's link it to Ultima. Why not? Yeah, so it could be that. It could just be just a simple case of like the game was just slightly too big to fit on 2 discs. So they were just like, you know, it's close, but we just can't quite fit it on 2 discs. So, you know. And as I say, like, when you finish, you might kind of do that little last bit where you beat Hojo and whatever, and then you're ready to go on to disc 3, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you've done everything. So on disc 3, you can still go and do Wu Tai and all kinds of different stuff, and you can go visit the Gelnika and beat Emerald, beat Ruby, beat Ultimate Weapon. You know, go to the Ancient Forest. There's loads of stuff that you could be doing on disc 3. And I believe the cost of stuff changes at the you know, the gold saucer in the battle arena. The cost of everything changes between disc 2 and disc 3. So I think it's usually a better idea to buy the stuff on disc 2 rather than disc 3 if you can. I think it's that way around.
Power source.
Paired material absorbs 10% of the damage you deal. Oh, nice. That's nice. I guess Ultima's a pretty good spell to combine it with then, isn't it? You want to do as much damage as possible if you're going to be absorbing like a percentage of damage.
Hero drink. Sweet.
I feel like I can legitimately use, at least I can legitimately use the ones I've been given kind of thing. Let's put it to the test then. If we get a chance.
Nope. Dead.
Mega All's down here somewhere too. Isn't that one of the ones where you only get it if you send off all the people in the right direction or whatever? Which I definitely do not know the correct directions to send them off in. Have I gone the wrong? Hang on. Maybe? Oh, hang on. Have I got to go through the hole maybe?
Oh, get down.
There we go. And then through there. No, this is where I came. Oh, okay. No, this is where I came from, isn't it? And then you have to go back up, I think. Okay, I've got this. You'd think I would know this after done it enough. I can't remember where to go. What on earth? Can I go down here? Nope.
What the hell?
Maybe I have to go back this way. Maybe this is just... Maybe you only come this way to get items and not to kind of progress. When will I do a Splatoon stream? I do not... I do not know. I don't know. St. Vincent left and then down, I believe. Okay. I knew you'd know, Moldy. If anyone would know... if anyone would memorize the paths, it would be you. What does Mega All do again? To get Mega All, if not, you can go back and get it yourself. Oh, can you? I didn't even know that. I thought that if you didn't get them with the crew members, that was it. Oh, it's an all, but for everything. Okay. Well, we're here already. I suppose I should whack... Do you think I should whack the save point down here? Or, I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter where the save crystal. I probably don't need it. Maybe I could use it closer to the big moment. So I can use a tent. The road splits into two. We'll split into two groups. Deathblow is always fun. I think I started this game like 20 odd times, but only finished it 3. Oh wow. I mean, I have started it a lot more than I've finished it, but I've finished it more than 3 times. I think Moldy's finished it 3 times in like the last month. Which way are you going to choose, Cloud? Right, I'm going to go right. Barrett can go left. Tifa, you can go left as well. Red, go left. Yuffie, go left. Because I think to the left, and Katsit's coming with me to the right. Vincent can go left. Sid's going right with me. I think to the left, there's 2 separate paths, whereas to the right, there's only 1 path. Now, don't any of you die on me. Gotta get through to Sephiroth. It's all over now, with this. He thinks he's Naruto. What's he doing?
Oh man, Materia Hunter Yuffie sounds like the last chapter of Materia Forever.
Since its release in '97, I've finished a gazillion times. Yeah, I've finished it a lot. In fact, it might be the game I've finished more than any other. Which is quite weird, given how long it is.
All life on this planet, indeed the very life of this planet, is in our hands. Well, looks like this is our last big job.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think something like shorter, like, I don't know, Super Mario World or whatever, or Link to the Past. I don't know, actually. I have completed Link to the Past a lot. Let's all go back alive, okay?
That is the plan, Tifa.
This will be the end of it. Can you go to the left, even though you've said that you're going to the right? I don't even... I've probably tried it and you can't or something. I can't remember. I don't often replay games. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I've set myself a goal today. Oh, not today, sorry, this year. To do exactly that, Henry. Because I waste so much time replaying games, and it's really bad. It's like there's so many good games out there, and so many new ones that I want to play, and I'm wasting my time. I know it sounds silly saying wasting my time because I'm enjoying them, but it feels like I'm wasting my time just replaying them over and over again when I could be getting like new experiences. And my brother always laughs at me. I'm the same with films and stuff, like, and books actually. like I reread the same books and I rewatch the same films. I have like my favorites, and then, you know, I tend to like stick to them. I'm less bad with films about that. But yeah, and I spend too much time. I feel like I spend too much time replaying games. Like I kept track last year of how many games I'd played, or how many games I completed. I don't know. If anyone follows me on Twitter, you'll have seen it. So each time I completed the game, I'd say, like, you know, game number 12 completed in 2019, and I'd say what it was and put up a screenshot and just give it like a little small review and whatever. As much as you can on Twitter with like 280 characters. So it's just like a 3 or 4 line review. Yeah, and so in the end, in 2019, I completed 45 games, and I counted up at the end. And of the 45, something stupid like 26 of them were games I'd played before, and I just thought, oh my god, this is mental. Like, I don't know, there's so many good games out there, and it's like, you know, I say to myself, oh, I haven't got enough time to play them, and yeah, I'm wasting time playing some certain games that I've completed like double figures amount of times. Like, I don't know, I think Ocarina of Time was on there. I completed Dark Souls 1. Like, last year I completed Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne again, even though I'd already beat them. Completed Final Fantasy 7, Ocarina of Time, Final Fantasy 10, Link to the Past, Super Mario World. All these games that I've played, like, an absurd amount of times. And then I've got games like God of War on the shelf that I haven't even completed once. It's just... So anyway, yeah, so the point is that this year I've made a decision. I know this sounds silly because I'm playing Final Fantasy 7 right now, but I did start this in 2019, and I can't go back and not. I can't, you know. I've already started it. I've got to finish it. But so with the exception of this, I'm making a kind of a rule that I'm gonna try and not replay any games this year. And I've got, because there's a bunch of games that I want to play that I've never played before. So I'm in the middle of Final Fantasy 12. I've completed Yakuza 0 for the first time ever. I want to play Yakuza 1. I just started Detroit Become Human. These are all games I've never played before, by the way. I'm going to start God of War. Haven't played that. What else do I want? Jedi Fallen Order. I want to pick that up, but I'm going to wait for it to get a bit cheaper. Horizon Zero Dawn. I got Horizon Zero Dawn for Christmas, and I want to play that. I'm just kind of work through my backlog and stop. You know, the backlog never goes anywhere if you don't stop messing around playing the same old games over and over again. So, yep. I mean, I've never got that big of a backlog anyway, because I'm not the kind of person who just buys games like crazy. But we've all got a bit of one. This is the center of the planet. Hey, give me my goodies, peeps. What did you find along the way? Cloud, look. Hey, Coretheus, how's it going? Long time no see. I think maybe the last time I saw you was Mario Maker, maybe, or maybe Mario Kart. How's it going anyway? Turbo Ether, thank you. Anyone else? Oh, you didn't go, did you, Sid? Here, Cloud. Vaccine? Yeah, better than nothing. I found this shield materia. I don't even know what that is. Shall we get going? Not until I've spoken to Yuffie and Vincent, we shan't. By the way, Yuffie, didn't you find something? Oh, look at this. Oh, all right. Here, Cloud. Trying to won't even hand it over. We're up to this is the battle of our lives here, Yuffie, and she's trying to steal. But I'm the one who found it, so you better give it back to me when we're done with it. Jeez. I'll remember that when you need me to save your life. Hold on to this. Oh, we got a magic sauce. Okay. Oh, well. It didn't quite go as planned. Right, I figure I might as well go wild with the power sources. And every source. Just give them out. And it's now or never, isn't it? Near Automata on the second playthrough, but it still doesn't click with me. Yeah, I streamed that actually, and I didn't. It's not like it was a terrible game, but it was just like, I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty good game. It was like, I think what did it for me, if I'd have played it once and then left it, I'd have probably went away thinking, yeah, that was a pretty good game. But all the fans say, apparently you have to play the game 3 times to get the full ending or whatever. But it's like the first time and the second time are almost identical, so it's like, oh, it just feels like a proper chore. So it's like, I've just done this. I've just done all of this. You're making me repeat the game. Like, I don't know. The second time feels like a proper chore, and then the third time is different. But by the time you've got to that, you're like so fed up with the game. You don't want to play it a third time. Yeah, I don't know. First playthrough, pretty decent. I wouldn't even bother chasing the true ending. Steam library's full of unplayed games, and I've got a couple of PS4 games. Don't know. Last year was a straight year for me as well. Yeah, so I've been like that all my life. Like, oh yeah, like last year I played Shenmue 1 and 2 again. Like, I don't know how many times I've played Shenmue 1 and 2. Like, it's madness. Like, I've got to stop doing this. Yeah, exactly, Armor. Yeah, so, alright everyone, let's mosey. I love that. What's that? Damn, again? Stop saying it like a wimp. Can't you say move out or something? Move out. Sid knows his stuff. What? Look at the number. Damn, they're coming out in full force. Cloud, you go first. Okay, I'm going alone. Shut up. Won't do us no good with everyone back here. Barrett's right. You take 2 of us with you and go first. The rest will catch up with you later. Is this like a practice run before the final battle? Yeah, a major practice run. I'm fine with that. It's probably more fun than meeting Sephiroth down there. This might be fun to pass the time. Yeah, let's go. Getting every ending is brutal. Only 27 of them. Jesus. They're coming. They're already on the floor next to us. Cloud, hurry up and make up your mind. Alright, man. Chill out. I've made up my mind. Cat Sith. It's going all the way. All of you. Later. Pulled something in your lower back, so not bad if that's my worst complaint. Ah, well, as long as your back's not too bad. Yeah, later. What games you been playing, Cretius? Oh, it's this music. It's the Genova music. I think every single time you step on one of these rocks, there's a chance to get into a random encounter, I think. If I am right, then we got pretty lucky there, because it took us about 6 steps before we met anything. I really want to use Ultima. just for the purposes of of doing the HP absorb. Favorite song, that is, oh, what? Sid dies like all the time. What is up with them? Lazy. A lot of Final Fantasy 14, of course. Other than that, Prey. Yeah, Prey is another one that I've got in my kind of back catalogue that I really want to play. I've played a little bit of it, but I really need to kind of go back to it and get properly stuck in. Right, here we go. I'm doing my ultimate. The long-awaited ultimate. I don't think we've done this once yet. Like in the whole playthrough, I mean. Never mind your counterattack, Sid. Do ultimate. What's going on? Oh, Pandora's Box. I believe this is the one and only time in the game that you can learn this. You know, for the purposes of, like, enemy skill. That reminds me, actually, I'm pretty sure that you get an enemy skill materia, like, in the middle. Like, it's either, like, I've just missed it or it's coming up or something. You get, like, an enemy skill materia, like, right at the end of the game. And it's like, what is the point? Like, what enemies am I going to learn from at that point in the game? It's because of the cover. He's a glass cannon. Yeah, that is. I forgot about that. Yeah, to be fair, he is taking like every hit possible. Come on, Cloud. What are you doing? Jump, you idiot! What's going on? That was weird. Like he didn't want to jump. I don't know, I must have been pushing it at like just the wrong, slightly wrong point or something. Yeah, I think there's 4 enemy skill materials, but I just think like at that point in the game, it's like, what's the point in giving it? Like, I mean, it's totally useless. Here's the thing, right before the end of the game, it's useless. Do you know what? What's really weird as well? Because I was kind of getting myself all set up for this stream, making sure I had the best weapons and everything set up the best I could, and it was only when I was doing that I realised I have not got a single ribbon, which is crazy. And it doesn't sound like that big a deal, but it is pretty nuts for me at least. If you could have your 10, please. Cat Seth. Thank you. That would be nice. Needs a heal. Yeah, not having ribbons does hurt. And I had to Google because I was like, I realized I didn't have any ribbons and I was like, hang on a minute. Aren't some of them like almost impossible to miss? I thought, where the hell have all my ribbons gone? Because usually I get them without even thinking. So I had to Google like, where do you get them? And there's one in like the snow, that like snowy area where you're lost in the snow that I didn't get. I didn't do 10 battles in the battle arena in the Gold Saucer, and that's one. What? Genova? It's coming! Come on, Genova. Let's do this. Why have you not got Genova's music on? Oh! Let's go for the comet. 2. Favorite powerful but pointless thing in a Final Fantasy game is from Final Fantasy 9. Oh yeah, there's one in the Temple of Ancients on that clock. Yeah, I missed that as well. Because I think I have a vague memory of, like, walking into the boss, and then it was either Moldy or Cloud. It was either Moldy or Cloud, or Claudio was like, no! when I, like, left the room to get where the ribbon was. What? The hair tentacles respawn? I didn't even know that. I've just taken out... I'm pretty sure I just took out her tentacles and they just came back to life. I'm not having that. That's a new one. Let's whack a regen on it. I love regen. Regen is a monster of a spell. Bum, 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 bum. Bolt 3. Do you know what we haven't seen for a while? A summon. See how she likes some of this. It was Claudio. I had to cut out early that stream, but I'd have yelled at you too. Yeah. I don't doubt it. I'm sure, I can't remember now. I'm sure it was like, I meant to go back or something. There was some like, I went into most of the rooms on the clock as well. Because I got the princess guard for Eris. I remember that. I definitely got that. I love this thing. Bum bum. Bum ba-dum, bum bum bum.
Dude, you know what? Get out of there.
Do you know, this is so cool using ultimate weapons. And it sounds silly from someone who's played Final Fantasy 7 a lot. But I never use ultimate weapons at all. Because I'm always put off by the fact, like, that there's no materia growth. I'm always like, oh no, I don't want to kind of... I know they're stronger, but I want my materia to grow. But I realised I was kind of getting set up for this stream and getting me equipment and whatever. And I thought, do you know what? Like, I don't even need... Yes, they do. And I've given it to Cloud, specially. I never usually use the spell, but I've given it to Cloud, specially for this fight. A light. Is this light holy? Because he casts, he basically does big guard on himself, doesn't he, at the very start?
Oh, damn, man.
Bad?
What? So everyone's together again? Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I put some of the stuff that I wanted to continue growing, I put it on the armor.
Sephiroth. He's back.
I love Sephiroth.
Ugh. Is this Sephiroth's power? My body. I can't control it. My front legs. My hind legs. My tail's about to rip off. This is definitely not good. He's way out of our league. I don't know if I can go on. Cloud. Cloud. There. It's there. Cloud? Holy's there. Holy materia is shining. Eris's prayer is shining. Holy? Eris? It's not over yet. This isn't the end yet. Damn straight doings. We're definitely taking in our big guns though. No one else has got any materia. Oh, I need to put Cat Sith in the back row. I don't think, I'm just going to double check. I don't think that Sid's got long range on him. Oh, hang on, he has got long range. Oh my god. Okay, well, he should definitely be in the back row. And that would help matters a lot, seeing as he's the one who takes all the hits because he's got cover on. First thing he does is cast wall. Yeah, I thought so. That's basically is that the same as big guard? It's like magic barrier and physical barrier, right? But yeah, so usually I don't use the ultimate weapons at all, even though I know they're a lot stronger. I always think like, oh, but I don't want to miss out. I'm like, it's just that I think it's just like an OCD thing or whatever. I'm just thinking, even though I don't need the AP, I'm just sat there thinking, no, I don't want to miss out on the AP. But then I thought, meh, you know, what's it matter? Like, I like my materials leveled up plenty fine. It does not need to be any better. I mean, I'm going to equip these guys just cause. But I'm not going to use them. Like, you don't need to use your other team. And because you don't need to use them, and because they're so weak, I'm just not even going to bother using them. You can just choose not to switch to them. Let's go, everyone.
Yeah! We're not losing! We noticed a little later the trouble we were getting in. But there's still time. We can still get out of it, even if we can't get everything back to normal. We should be able to protect what's most important.
I don't think I remember hearing Cat say this. Not only ours. Oh, okay, no worries, Caratheus. Cheers for popping in anyway. I'll see you soon. Oh, you're just about to miss the final boss as well. I'll see you soon anyway. Holy is the planet of Avalanche, of Malin and Dine, and everyone on the planet. Eris's memories, our memories. Big God is wall, barrier, and membrane, and haste. Oh, okay, I didn't realise, but I didn't even know that Big God was haste. Oh my God. All these years, I thought Big God was just barrier and magic barrier. I didn't know it was haste as well. Came to tell you our memories. Come, planet, show us your answer, and Sephiroth to the settling of everything. Good stuff, Caratheus. See you next time, dude. Think about the sequence of the 5 targets. I will do no such thing. If a part dies, change to a different party. Nope. So we have to take out his central core is what you have to destroy. But what summons have we got? Worried about the other members? Not really. It's the second phase where he does wall though, right? I think. Death. Death is one of those spells that's like, I always feel like death is like the worst spell ever. Because, hang on a minute. Didn't I just kill his arm? Is it? No, not really. He's got 2 arms and a core, hasn't he? Okay, no, I think I just took out his second arm, I think. I should probably whack on a bit of Big God. Maybe a bit of Big God, bit of regen. That should see us fine. He's got his head too. Oh, is it? I thought it was 2 arms and a core. That big ball. And then of course the next phase. But yeah, so my point is that I kind of, because I don't want to miss out on the AP, I always use like regular weapons. So I tend not to use the ultimate weapons. And now this might be my first time like using ultimate weapons for more than like, you know, half an hour or whatever. And I didn't realize they were so powerful. The difference is huge. I'm never doing this kind of damage. Ever. Toy box. What is this? Yeah, we were oh, what? I did 0. This is what you get for gambling, like Claudio said. But Claudio donated $2 and asked me to gamble with the. So I said I would. There's a level cap for teams. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know where it splits, but my low level run, I only had 1 team going into this fight. Oh yeah, there is. I don't know what the level. I don't know what the level is either, but there is a level cap, and it kind of It's a weird one because it sends you in with more teams, but there's also more body parts as well. So like I think if you only go in with one team, then I think I can't remember how it works. Like if you only go, I think if you go in with 3 teams, then you have to have different teams killing the different body parts. Whereas if you go in with just 1 or 2 teams, then I think it's up to you. Hello, Hyper. You have turned up literally as I am fighting the end game boss. How are you doing, Hyper? So yeah, I'm not going to be streaming for very much longer, depending on how this final boss goes. I feel like I'm not Bizarro energy. I am hurting his. I don't know. I don't know if it's a waste. It'd be a waste of time. Head portion restored. So can I even hurt him? 3 times power times current HP divided by max HP plus 1. What is that? I'll slap a formula for. Oh, that's Cloud's damage. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's just whip out the high wind. What have we got? You have 2 teams because your average party level is above 54. Okay. Have some of that, boy. That's what we call the high wind. Although I don't think I'm damaging his core yet, you know, because every time I attack, every time I do an attack that's like a multi-target attack, there's always something that gets a 0, which means there's a bit that I'm not hurting. Ah, okay, fair enough. I thought that would have been some insane knowledge off the top of your head. I don't really want it. That's the problem with summons in this. They look amazing, but the amount of magic points they use is just crazy compared to regular spells. It kind of puts you. I mean, when one summons like 150 magic points, it really doesn't make you want to use them. Come on, let's speed this up. What's going on? I'm taking out body parts, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm hurting the core or not. Right, so I'm pointing to the. Right, let's. So I've got Bizarro, Sephiroth, A, and C. Not really. I don't know what bit's A and what bit's C. Has he just respawned someone? No, he's not, but he's healed himself. 6,000 of healing. And his head portions were real. Doing good, just decided to check in since you were streaming. Thank you. You up to much on the weekend? What games you been playing lately, Hyper? Did you ever manage to finish? Because I know you finished Crypt of the Necrodancer, which I was like, I couldn't believe it when you told me you'd beaten Crypt of the Necrodancer, because that game is so hard. I mean, but then you are the person who beat Zelda 2 without like save states or anything, which is pretty good going. Just mindlessly attack, you always die eventually. That'll work. Still here, just lurking and playing Crash. You know what it's Catgun? Yeah. So, did you ever get around to finishing the Cadence of Hyrule thing? So, I remember you saying you were getting it before you went on a big long flight somewhere, weren't you? Oh, he's going down! Beat Akami and Cadence Hyrule over Christmas. Oh, nice. I'm guessing that was a lot easier. Well, not a lot easier, but at least a bit easier than Crypt of the Necrodancer. Because I played the demo and I thought that it was easier. Then Crypt of the Necrodancer is so hard. It's crazy how hard it is. Or maybe I'm just garbage. That's phase 1 down, and it's the I believe this is Ace from the Discord. I believe this is his favorite music in the whole game. And this is one of the only, I think there's only 2 Final Fantasy songs in the whole of Smash Bros, and I think this is one of them, isn't it? I think. Right. So let's get ourselves all sorted. We will dispel him. We will regen ourselves. And we'll get a big guard on. Look at that. Oh, health just lovely. Topping up. Nice and toasty. Look at them guns. Shadow Flare. What's this gonna do?
Oh, that was a bit nasty.
Okay. Oh, no! That's so annoying. That is mightily annoying. I've just realised, I went to the whole effort of getting Omnislash, and I forgot to change. And I've even taught it to him, but I just didn't change the, in the, like, the limit, menu. I didn't change it. That's annoying. Well, we'll get to do Omnislash in about 2 minutes. But maybe not 2 minutes, but you know what I mean. We'll be doing it soon. Laughably easy after Necrodancer? Not easy, but in comparison. Okay, I mean, I need it to be laughably easy in comparison. Like, I don't know if I ever got past the second level of... Yeah, I don't know if I ever got past the second level of Necrodancer. I could get to the second level pretty consistently. And that was it. Ultima! Would you like some of that? Oh no. Have I got a vaccine? I'm sure I've got a vaccine somewhere. Here's the big one. Takes about 3 years. Supernova coming. Go get yourselves a drink. Second floor or second level? Oh, actually, I think I only mean the second floor. Is there levels as well? Oh my god. This is longer than Knights of the Round. This is absurd. But, you know, an epic move for an epic boss. Slightly excessive. I mean, you don't want him to start spamming this. Not if you've got somewhere to be. 5 floors to a level. Oh my god. Okay, I definitely didn't get to the second level. Every time I come across one of those dragons, like, do you know, in fact, it's not the dragons. I can kill the dragons. It's those guys that are like bulls and they've got horns. Whenever I come across one of them, I just, like, I can get through the whole level past the slimes and the little skeletons and all the regular enemy and the bats and all that. And then as soon as I get to the boss, they just completely just destroy me. And everything is dead because no more sun. I hope I'm not dead. Thank God we've got regen on, by the way, because at the moment the person who does healing is a toad. Or a frog. It's weird, actually. I think it's a frog rather than a toad, but... Right, let's get healed quick, please. Actually, I've got like mega elixirs and stuff, so I don't even need you, Catsith. Don't need you, bro. And Sid is about to heal himself now via the Ultima, because it absorbs. And then we'll do a high wind. We got this one wrapped up. And it does random statuses? I didn't know that. High percentage of damage it can't kill. Oh yeah, it does like a really... I think it leaves you with like a certain percentage. It kind of like Demi. Which is always like Ultimisia did in Final Fantasy VIII. Which is kind of like, it's always... Even if it's going to hurt you tons, it's always nice to know that a certain move can't kill you. Because it's like, well, you know, I'll just heal afterwards. I think, though, he's done. Either that or he's just having a toilet break.
Wow, not quite. There's one more fight yet. It's quite an easy one. I told you we'd get a chance to do Omni Slash. I didn't realise we were so close to the end, to be honest. I knew we were, well, I knew we were close. I didn't realise it was this close. I suppose we have got a big cutscene. You're gonna leave before a cutscene starts? Okay, no worries. See you later, Hyper.
This is all we could do.
Wait, what about Holy? What's gonna happen to the planet?
That, I don't know. Isn't the rest up to the planet? You're right. We've done all that we could do. Yep, that's what Bugenhagen said. Alright, everyone. We did our best. That's it. Let's go home proud. Bugenhagen said it's up to the planet. The planet will decide what's, you know... It'll keep what it thinks is good for the planet and get rid of what isn't. He has 1 HP, and even if you don't do Omni and he hits you, Cloud will counter. Oh yeah, yeah. I was only kidding about the final fight. I feel it. What? He's still here. Still. Cloud? He's laughing. Cloud? This is the cutscene where, or the cutscene is coming up in a minute, where it's the first time that you see, you know, because there's kind of like 2 levels of cutscene in this game. There's like there's like the regular cutscenes, which look very good, and then there's like the proper top tier cutscenes, and I think there's only about 3 of those in the whole game. One of them is when you escape from the Shinra headquarters, and there's the whole like stealing the car and the motorbike. I think another one is the heiress scene, I think, or shortly after that.
Hey, Claudio, that is some timing, man. You're just here for the Omni Slash.
Yeah, so there's these like next level cutscenes, and you see, you know, there's one coming up in a second, which is the first time you see. Why do the bad guys in Japanese games always have to take their shirts off? Wait till you see Yakuza, man. It's just like shirts off all over the place. Doof, doof, doof. He was easy, Claudio. Easy. I was prepared though. I had the spell all ready to go so I could remove his barriers. I was regened, I was big guarded. I had it all going. And I had everyone had their ultimate weapons. Killed it. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is in a second, it's the first time you'll ever see Sid in, you know, one of those like high-end cutscenes. And I remember seeing it and just thinking, what the hell? That's not what Sid looks like. I mean, maybe that is what Sid looks like, and the game just didn't display it as the way I pictured it or whatever. All that blood down his face. You see Sid and you're just like, what? That is not how I pictured Sid. He looks about 20 years younger than I pictured him. But then, I think we were discussing this in the Discord, weren't we? I think it was Moldy had the instruction book out, and the instruction book says he's about 30 or something, which is totally not what I thought. So maybe the cutscene is right, and I pictured him wrong. But yeah, he certainly looks young in the cutscene. Ah. Ah, true. Good point, Claudio. Here we go. Oh. Don't know. I mean, she shouldn't have bothered. She jumped in to save him. He ended up jumping, grabbing air, and saving himself. She might as well have just stayed there. Just weighing him down. Look at these guns. I'll just do a one-arm pull-up while a girl is clinging to me. He's got the skinniest arms in the world, but doesn't stop him from doing the old one-arm pull-ups. Hey, where is everyone? I always thought it was weird. Hey! I always thought it was weird when you, I'm glad you're all safe. If it's even possible, Tifa's boobs look even bigger in the genuine cutscene, in this like top cutscenes than they do normally. Holy should be moving soon. And that means this place will... Oh, Lady Luck, don't fail me now! I just thought this was like, I mean, cool, but absolutely mental. Like, they have flown the airship in, like, vertically into the cave. There to the rescue. Clearly Sid taught them well. It's very interesting. I think it's the baby face. It looks better in Advent Children. I can't remember what he looks like. I need to go and watch Advent Children again. I will watch it and then I can kind of discuss it in the Discord when I actually have it kind of fresh in my mind. Shit! Emergency what? Emergency turn into a jet plane. I should watch react? What do you mean? What, record myself watching it? And play Dirge in Crisis Core. The flower girl. Yeah, it's a very interesting ending to this. If I remember right, my memory of the very, very, very ending is a bit hazy, but I'm always a little bit kind of. I always remember that I in my head I always think I'm confused about how it ends, but then when I see the end, I'm like, oh no, okay, I get it. Because right now it still looks like, you know, Meteor is still coming down. I mean, I think. If I remember rightly, I mean, we'll see in a second, but my understanding is like, basically, thumbs up to Aeris, Supergirl, save the world. I'm pretty sure I remember, like, my understanding was, at the last time I saw it was, you know, Aeris has unleashed Holy and saved the world. Whoosh. There's a barrier to keep out meteor. Oh, I was tweeting about this the other day. Did anyone see that? The game just went dim. So annoying. It's the planet's will. Yeah, it's this thing on. Does anyone know how you can change it? You know, I understand why they do it. It's a kind of energy saving thing. Like if you don't touch the Switch controller for like a minute, it goes dim to save energy. But when you're playing Final Fantasy, every single cutscene is longer than a minute. So it's like every single cutscene.
Wait a damn minute. What's gonna happen to Midgar? I can't let that happen. I had everyone take refuge in the slums. But the way things are now... It's too late for Holy. Meteor's approaching the planet. Holy's having the opposite effect. Forget Midgar. We've got to worry about the planet.
Yeah, so it's an energy saving thing. So every time you don't touch the controller for like a minute, it goes dim. But that happens every single cutscene. So you have to, during cutscenes, you'd normally put the controller down. But then when you do, it goes dark. It happened when I was recording Final Fantasy 12 the other day, actually. So thankfully, I spot it instantly because it's visibly dark, and then you press a button and it lights up again. Here's the I was going to say here's the Eros. Here's the live stream. Freudian slip. So Holy is the one live stream. Holy is the one cast by Aerith, and then the planet aids with the live stream. At least that's how I interpret it. Yeah, I'll go along with that. One thing's for sure. I think we've got Aerith to thank. I think that's got to be key. It's coming. I didn't know, by the way. I think it was one of you guys who told me, actually. I'll come back to that in a sec. But yeah, I think it's so key to the story that Aerith died to save the planet. And not only did she die to save the planet, but she knew that she knew she knew that she had the chance to potentially save the planet, and she knew that she had to die to do it. So she knowingly kind of went to her death in order to attempt to save the planet. I think that's kind of key. One thing I didn't know is until fairly recently, I think it was one of you guys that told me, was that apparently, is it Nabora or the Final Fantasy VII guy, or the Final Fantasy guy? Apparently his mum died not long before. I think it is. I'm sure I heard this somewhere. Something like his mum died. There she is. Something like his mum died just before. No, not long before they were making 7, and he really wanted to have Aerith die for that reason, as a kind of almost like an homage to his mum, and to kind of I'm gonna have to read up on that, because I remember I've misremembered it, and so I'm messing up the story. But it was like a really nice story about how he kind of, like, his mum had died, and he kind of like Aerith's death was almost like a dedication to his mum, kind of thing. On top of that, remember when Boogan said the planet will act on its own accord about what's best for it, and it might be that it'll kill the humans? It's left open. Did the planet kill everyone or not? Well, you think it's left open. Like, will they kill them or not? But we're gonna see something in a second, aren't we? This is not the end, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I remember another scene coming up. I don't know if we can skip to it. I don't think we can. Right, but red isn't human. Okay, that's that's a fair point. She had to die to become part of the planet. What you heard is totally accurate. Yeah, he wanted to represent human loss. Sakaguchi's mother died in 88, but he had at least 10 years to totally accept it. Yeah, yeah, okay. Slightly, slightly off, but yeah, I heard that he'd said, you know, it was some kind of like, you know, it was almost like dedicated to his mum. Yeah. And that is that. It is Catagon. It is. Almost. I really want to stick around to see this last. I think it's coming up in like a minute. Yeah, I don't think it's like. Sometimes, you know, sometimes game credits are just so long. I mean, does everyone watch them? See, I'll watch them if it's a cool credits. I don't like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not slagging off Final Fantasy VII. I love Final Fantasy VII. But this isn't my kind of credits. Like, I'll watch a game credits if it's like a Link to the Past kind of game credits, where it's like, look, he's showing off the world and all the people that you met, and you know, it like there's something to watch. If it's just a black screen with text on, I'm just like, skip it as fast as you can. Nomura was the one who had the idea of Aerith dying, though, so you were close. Hey! If you know, throw enough stuff at the wall, eventually something will stick. But yeah, I'm not usually a big credits watcher. So, what's everyone doing with their Friday night then? Because for me, it's kind of my Friday's ending. It's pretty much midnight. Whereas for you guys, it's still, or for a lot of you guys anyway. I think Armour, you're an hour ahead of me, aren't you? I believe. So you're like nearly 1 in the morning. But yeah, for most of you, your evening's just beginning. Anyone got anything planned for the weekend? Just gaming. Don't you all think that Final Fantasy VII is super cryptic for Final Fantasy VII standards? I think this was the first time they did this. Yeah, it's funny, you know. Because I have, well, I mean, I think the whole, there's a lot of like confusion. Like I can remember, I definitely didn't understand the story after having played it once. Definitely. I mean, admittedly, I was young at the time, but the whole like Sephiroth and Cloud and is he a clone? Did he really know Tifa when they were kids? Was that all made up, or did they like that whole thing? It took me a couple of playthroughs to fully get the whole who Cloud was and whatever. So I think it's definitely like it can be confusing. I mean, like now I sit there and think, oh, this isn't confusing because I know it so well. But like to a newcomer, this like, and I guess it's kind of like Final Fantasy VIII, where it's like, you know, I had a complaint that Final Fantasy VIII's story was a bit of a mess and it was all over the place and it was hard to know what was going on, and maybe that's how I'd feel about Final Fantasy VII if I was playing it for the first time now. So I don't know, and maybe if I'd played Final Fantasy VIII 50 times, I'd be like, it's that simple. Come on, man. The Genova bits are most confusing. It's not explained well, and they can't use the graphics to help. Well, yeah, the graphics do sometimes kind of hold them back. My name there. The graphics do hold them back sometimes. Classic Final Fantasy Classic tune. What, is this from an earlier game, is it? I mean, I remember when I first played 6 on the channel, and I was just like every episode I was like, oh my god, this music's taken from 7. Oh my god, this music. Every episode. Every episode I played, like, or the first few episodes of Final Fantasy 6, it was all taken. I believe this is the end. You can tell it's kind of like the music's getting to the crescendo. I believe this is pretty much the end of the credits. Boom. Oh, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 1. I do know Final Fantasy 12 though. 500 years later? I don't remember that bit. I don't, just those words there, I don't remember. Tell you what. Red 13's got a good good lifespan, hasn't he? 500 years later. I mean, I thought Buchenhagen was pretty old. And 500 years. 540 years old, that lad. And he looks as good, he looks as fit as a fiddle. He's in great shape. I mean, bit of a grey beard, but a couple of young whippersnappers. Maybe his descendants? I suppose so. I mean, it never says this is Red 13. Although it does look an awful lot like him. Wow, look at that. Midgar, this horrible industrial thing that sucks the life out of the planet, is gone and replaced with beautiful greenery and lakes and forests and trees. How did they reproduce though? Wasn't he the last one? Hojo theory was true. I don't know. Maybe so when Bugen says that his 48 equals 16. Well, yeah, now he must be like 100 in or whatever in his years, in real life years. That one's 100% him. He's got the 13 Hojo carved into him. Ah, okay. Ah, here we go. Some of the best music in the whole game, this is. Beautiful. I am going to actually just do what Claudio said and do it right now, though. And just... I assume... I'm not going to... If I have to start a new game, then I won't bother. But I assume it's going to be just on this little intro. Remember Hojo thinking to breed red with Eris? What a crazy chap. I mean, he was pretty crazy. No worries, Claudio, no worries. Thank you again for the donation, by the way. We did take Katsith all the way, and we did gamble all the way. And yeah, I'll be honest, it didn't really pay off. A couple of times, he did 0 damage for his limit break, which is always nice. But it was fun. It's the first time I've ever beaten. Don't worry, we're not starting playing this. First time I've ever beaten Sephiroth with Katsith. First time I've ever really used Katsith for more than about 5 minutes. And you know what? He's not that bad. His limit break's a bit crazy, but actually the dice one is not that bad. The dice one's not too bad. The gambling one's a bit hit and miss. That's classic Final Fantasy music. I think all Final Fantasy games have it at some point. Ah, okay. I did not know that. But yeah, I think we're done. And we just about came in before midnight. Or, well, midnight for me anyway. Yoink! I don't know if you guys can still hear the music on at this juncture. I don't know if it still comes through. I think it does. 7 PM here. Well, yeah, you've got a whole night to enjoy now. Moldy's probably off to start a new save game on Final Fantasy 7. No, I mean, okay, so if 48 equals 16, then 400 is about 100, right? So he's about 100 years old now, in human terms. Or 400 years in Red 13 terms. What are we expecting? I'm expecting it to go up to I'm expecting it to go up to the close of Midgar. I expect the end of game boss will be like, it'll take place on the motorway as you're leaving Midgar. They've already said it won't be that robot guy. That was the robot guy, the kind of big truck. I think we're gonna get, you know, Barret, Tifa, Red 13, Cloud. I think we're gonna get most stuff that you get in Midgar. I think the combat's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different, but you know, I'm open to, like, you know, I still love turn-based games, but I'm a lot more open to the idea of action games now. Like, I used to just play, apart from stuff like Zelda, I used to just play turn-based games. That was pretty much all I played, apart from like platformers and stuff. But now I'm like with Dark Souls and Horizon Zero Dawn and, you know, God of War, and, you know, I'm just more open to a more action style of game. So and it sounds like it's a good mix. It sounds like it's a good mix. From what I've seen, it sounds like it's a really good mix of turn-based and action. Is the demo supposed to come out? No, they've said they're not gonna release the demo until the day the actual game comes out. So at that point, it's just gonna be, you know, like, no one who's buying the game is gonna play the demo because they just play the game. Like, that's purely gonna be for people who are kind of, you know, maybe they're not fully sold yet and they want to just test it out and be like, oh yeah, okay, I've played the first hour of the game, I love it, I'm gonna go buy it. So yeah, like, anyone who's going to pre-order, the demo is worthless now. It's just for people. No worries, Catagon. Have a good one. I won't get mad if they change elements or tweak elements, or expand on things. Say President Shinra doesn't die. I mean, it'd be weird. I don't think I'd be annoyed. I'd be annoyed if major things like Aerith, I mean, obviously they wouldn't change that. People will go berserk. I'd be mild. Hello, Blindfold. How's it going? We are literally just wrapping up for the night, I'm afraid. But how's it going? Welcome to the stream. One thing I'd be a little bit annoyed about, and it's not even because it's like, you know, oh, I love Aerith. I think I'd be a little bit annoyed if they went out of their way to be like, right, Cloud has to be with Tifa. And even if it was the other way around. Oh, okay, cool. Even if it was the other way around and it was like, Cloud has to be with Aerith, I think that would be bad as well. You know, like, and they've said they're not going to do that. They've said that they're going to kind of, I think they have, said that they're going to leave the whole, like, you know, you get to choose dialogue options and what you choose is going to determine things in the game. And I think they need to keep that. Like, as much as everyone has strong opinions about who Cloud should be going out with, like, in the original game, it was always down to the player. You got to choose, you know, how you responded to the two different characters determined whether you went on a date with Tifa or Aerith or Yuffie or Barret. And they should leave that, you know, they should, I think they should leave it up to the person. Yeah, I don't want it to become a dating sim, but, you know, as much as there's a bit of it in this, if you saw before, but I saw a mod called Scavenger. Basically, after each section, you lose all gil items and materia except steel and morph. Have to regather after each section. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's going to put you off putting any sort of effort into leveling up your materia, isn't it? Like, you're going to be like, well, what's the point? I'm never going to get to regen, am I? I'll be lucky if I get to cure 2 or whatever. Like, you're never going to get to level them up, so you might as well just be like, screw it, I'm going to stick to, you know, I don't know, focusing on exploiting limit breaks and that kind of thing. But yeah, small changes, I don't mind. Nothing mental, but I don't think they would do anything mental, because it would be stupid. Farm Gil and use lots of grenades. Yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm pretty open-minded. Like, there was a time 12 months ago where I honestly had no interest in the remake at all. Like, I was fully intending not to buy it. I didn't have a PlayStation, you know, this was like, I didn't have a PlayStation 4. Wasn't that interested in the remake. I had no intention of buying a PlayStation 4 just to get the remake. If anything, funnily enough, I was considering getting a PS4 because at the time, way back when they first announced Shenmue 3, it was first announced as a PS4 exclusive and it was never going to come to PC. And so, would you believe it? I was going to get a PS4 or I was thinking about getting a PS4 so that I could play Shenmue 3. Boy, would I have been annoyed. Can you imagine how angry I'd have been if I'd have got a PS4 to play Shenmue 3 and then I'd have played that monstrosity of a game? Oh my god. That would have just, increased the rage tenfold. Alright, no worries, Moldy. See you later, man. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I know what you mean, because you were saying, Claudio, that's how you feel about 6, that you just don't want anyone messing with it, kind of thing. And I totally get that, and because that's what I mean. Like 12 months ago, I was like that. I wasn't going to buy it. I had no interest in it because the way I saw it, I was just like, right, they've got rid of, they've got rid of turn-based combat. They're going to do this. They're going to mess with it. I'm done. I'm not interested. And then I just kind of, after quite a long time, I just thought, you know what? Like, the original's not going anywhere. Like, it might be that the remake comes out and it's absolute garbage. It's terrible. And even if it is, I'll just, I'll carry on playing the original. And even if the remake is great, I'll probably still play the original sometimes, because they're effectively going to be two different games, aren't they? It's not like a slight jazz up. It's going to be two completely different games. So there's the potential to love one and hate another. Either way round. There's the potential to hate both, and there's the potential to love both. And I think, some fans will love both, some fans will hate one, not the other, some, blah, blah. Yeah, I think they're just going to be so different that it's almost not even worth comparing them at all. Like, because I think they're just going to be so different. No, I know, no, but I understand you, because that's how you felt about 6, and that's how I felt about 7 for most of the time that 7, for most of the time that the remake has been announced, I felt about it the same way you feel about 6. It's took me until recently to come around to the idea. Do you know what it was? It was seeing that trailer at E3. I saw the trailer at E3, and do you know what it was? And this sounds so stupid. I saw Eris on the trailer, and I think the trailer showed like Eris with her little flower basket walking through Midgar. And I was like, oh my god, this look, like that was the first thing that caught me. I just thought, oh my god, this looks amazing. And obviously, modern day graphics, it's gonna, but it looks so good. So they might screw everything else up, but it's gonna look good. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Have a good one. Cheers for coming along. Next week we're doing God of War. Tomorrow you're getting Final Fantasy 12 video, and the next day you are getting another episode. Oh, Josie, I'm just leaving. How's it going? Anyway, yeah, next week's game of God of War. Tomorrow is Final Fantasy 12, and the next day is More Detroit Become Human. Good stuff. You've got a lot of it. I'm excited. I'm playing a lot of good games at the moment. Final Fantasy 12 is amazing. I'm really enjoying Detroit Become Human. Really excited to play God of War. It's all going good. I will see you all later. Cheers for popping in, Josie. I will see you next time, I hope. I hope you like God of War. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.